Hello everybody, Paul here. Today I'm going to be doing a shave with the Fougere Sauvage from Maggard's razors. Here's the lid. And I'm going to be using a brush that was recommended to me by Anthony Esposito. Anthony is a huge fan of the Saville row brush, and so here it is. This is a Saville row brush with a 26mm bulb-shaped Silvertip knot, and I can't remember the exact number designation of this particular brush and handle, but kind of a classic looking shaving brush there. And you can see there it says finest Silvertip Badger, handmade. So we're going to go ahead and be giving this one a try. These brushes are an exclusive to QEDusa.com, which is a website out of that sells shaving stuff out of Rhode Island. And really it's a fine brush, and so look forward to using it today. So I'm going to go ahead and just shake that out a little bit and just wet the tips, and we'll go ahead and start lathering the soap. So a little bit about this soap. This soap is made by an artisan for Maggard's razors. This particular Fougere is a more of a spicy scent than the earthy herbal Fougere that I'm accustomed to, but it is a nice scent. The scent is fairly subtle in this one. It's not a really strong scent, and I think is a little bit more perfumey, like some of the other newer Fougères that have come out recently that I'm sure you guys are aware of. So now we're going to go ahead and as you can see, it's whipping up a nice lather here. So we'll go ahead and give the brush a nice loading of soap, and then we'll get to work here. Just put some on the face here, and we'll go ahead and start lathering this up. So one thing about this brush that I've noticed in my usage of it is it does hold a lot of water. In addition, it also seems to retain heat quite nicely, and the tips are very soft, but yet it still has good backbone. And this brush really reminds me a lot of the Fougere 3-band Silvertip brush. This particular one is 26mm. It's very dense. One thing about it though is that when it bloomed, after I used it the first time, the actual knot seems to be much larger than 26mm when fully bloomed. So if you had a 24mm knot, I'm sure that it's going to seem a lot bigger than your other standard 24mm knots. And I compared this to the 26mm Fougere after a couple of uses, and it looks significantly bigger. It almost looks like a 30mm knot after it's bloomed. But the backbone, scrub, and softness of the tips are really nice, and it's really kind of right in my wheelhouse. I love the size of it. I do tend to like larger brushes these days, and so this one has really been a good addition. One thing I found about the Maggard soap is that it does seem to like a fair amount of water. So I have tried this with a real dry brush as well, and it took a lot of water to get the lather where I like it. So although I did squeeze a lot of the excess water out of this brush holds so much water that when I started lathering this on the puck, it really lathered up nicely. So there you go. As you can see, forms a real nice lather pretty quickly. And since you don't have to worry about adding too much water. You can pretty much do whatever lather technique you like. If you like to use a wet brush, it'll work fine with this soap. So I'm just going to set this aside and we'll get going here. So for my razor, I'm going to be using a Icon Deluxe Open Comb. This is one of my favorite open comb razors. And we'll go ahead and get going. And I've loaded in here a Gillette 7 o'clock blue blade. So I've not used one of these blades in a long time. So I'll be interested to see how it performs. My recollection is that this blade was not really my favorite of the Gillette line. I personally like the green Gillette 7 o'clock blade the best. That one seems to work best for me. Okay, so first pass down. Go ahead and add a little water here. And we'll lather it for the second pass. So one thing about this brush is that even though it is quite dense, it does seem to have really nice flow through. It releases lather quite nicely, which is a great feature to be able to have a good flow through, but yet still have really good density. So. Okay. Pass number 2. So one thing, what I really like about this Icon Deluxe Open Comb razor is that it is nice and smooth. But it still has a decent efficiency. It's moderately to mild to moderate in the aggressiveness to me. It's very efficient, but yet still smooth and comfortable to use. And I have no problem using this razor on a daily basis without having to worry about irritation or anything like that. Okay, pass number 2 and 3. And as you can see, this soap, or this lather, is really holding up nicely. Still nice and thick. Still a lot of it in the brush, and the brush is just releasing it great. And the soft tips on this brush, but yet good backbone, are really great. Alright, well, there we go. So, all in all, I have to say the Gillette Blue Blade is decent. I don't think it's going to replace the Gillette Green as my favorite of the Gillette 7 o'clock lineup. But it did a decent job. It felt relatively smooth. So pretty happy with it overall, but I think I have like about maybe 3 of those blades left, and I'm probably not going to get any more once they're gone. So that shave today is with the Maggard's Fougere Sauvage. Nice light smelling, spicy kind of scent. Not the herbal, earthy Fougere that you would get with Martin de Condé or Le Père Lucien, but still very nice. The scent is pretty subtle. It's not an overpowering scent that's going to fill the bathroom when you open the tub, but the scent is nice. It's pleasant. But if you're expecting the earthy herbal Fougere, this is not that. But that being said, excellent soap. Performance is top notch, as you could see, and certainly would am happy with that soap. So just going to rinse off the Saville roll here for you, give you guys another look at it. This Saville roll is just an awesome brush. Very happy with this brush. If you're looking for a top-notch Silvertip brush, I would certainly add this to your list of brushes to consider and to look at. This along with the Fougere and even the Lord Randall, those are all really nice Silvertip brushes for a reasonable price, and so this would definitely be one to consider. Great brush, great performance, soft, and I'm really impressed with this, and thank you, Anthony, for recommending that. For my aftershave today, I'm going to go ahead and use the Royal Vetiver. This is a real nice aftershave. Kind of a nice clean vetiver scent. And got a nice bracing effect. This is labeled as an all-purpose lotion. I guess that's because it could be used as a cologne and or an aftershave, or both. The scent does tend to stick around a little bit longer than some other aftershaves, but it is still just a eau de cologne concentration, so it's not going to have super long longevity, maybe a couple hours for me. And again, my skin's a little dry, so a lot of colognes and perfumes don't have super duper long longevity for me. So anyways, we'll let that dry a second. For my cologne today, I'm going to be using the Guerlain Vetiver Extreme. This is really a nice clean vetiver. The Guerlain vetiver is a real classic vetiver. This is the extreme version of their vetiver. I think this, for me, I like this one a little bit better. It's a little bit more potent, but I also like the scent of it better. It's a little bit more complex than the just plain Guerlain or the regular Guerlain vetiver. So there you go, Guerlain Vetiver Extreme. And for my aftershave moisturizer, today I'm going to be using the Kiehl's Facial Fuel. I really like this, especially for the summertime, because it does have some SPF in it. Has a little bit of menthol, nice clean light fragrance, and it really works good. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that real quick. Like I said, it does have a kind of a light scent to it, which is very pleasant. And I do like the fact that it's got some sunscreen in there, which if you're going to be outside at all, that's great. It gives your skin a little bit of protection from the sun. So anyways, guys, that's the shave today. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of the weekend. Happy 4th of July, day late. And just take care. All right, have a good one. Bye.